Namaste and very good morning, dear students. So, students, today I am going to narrate the story from Bhagavad Puran. Okay, children. So, the name of the story is Story of Ganga. Okay, children. So, here it starts. Sagara was the king of Ayodhya in the Ishkawaku dynasty. Okay, so he had two wives. Okay, he had two wives, Sumati and Kesini. Sumati had 60,000 sons who were all valiant. Valiant means children, boldly courageous. Okay, but arrogant of their power. Arrogant means he who think that he is better from other people. Okay, children. So Kesini's son was Asamanja. Sagara arranged to perform an Ashwamedha sacrifice that was to give him the title Emperor of the world. As a prelude to the sacrifice, prelude means children and action. Okay, so as an action to the sacrifice, the consecrated horse means the religious purpose horse was set free for capture by anyone who challenged the king's authority and sovereignty. The king would then fight the challenger and recover the horse. Indra, threatened by Ashwamedha sacrifice, so Indra was very threatened, he was very afraid. So he stole the horse and concealed it in a cave. Okay, children. So after this, Sumati's brave sons know it. Okay. So, honoring the wishes of their father, they went in search of the horse. Okay, children. So after searching all over the earth, they excavated. Excavated means children make a hole or channel by digging. Okay. So they dig the earth deep down in the northeast direction. And they found the horse standing in a cave near sage Kapila. Okay, who was in meditation. Sage Kapila was in meditation. The son of Sagara wrongly concluded that the sage had stolen the horse. So they thought that the sage had stolen the horse and rushed towards him to kill him. Instead, they were instantly burned to ashes due to the sin incurred in offending the great sage. Okay, so they offend the sage unknowingly and got burned to ashes. After a long lapse of time, Sagara became worried that his sons had not returned. He asked his grandson, Amshuman, the son of Asamanja, to go in search of the sacrificial horse. Okay, the religious horses. Following the path dug out by his uncles, Anshuman discovered the horse in the cave near the sage. In his devotion, Anshuman saw Lord Vishnu in the sage Kapila and glorified him. Sage Kapila was pleased with Anshuman and blessed him. He then asked Anshuman to take away the horse with him. The sage narrated the faith of his uncles and told him that the holy waters of Ganga alone could redeem them from their sin. Redeem means to release. Okay. Offering his salutations to the sage, Amshuman returned with the horse. Sagara completed the Ashwamedha sacrifice. Soon after, he installed Amshuman on the throne and left the kingdom to live a forest life in prayer and contemplation. Contemplation means thinking. Okay, children? So Amshuman could not bring the holy Ganga in spite of his sincere efforts. In his later years, he handed over the kingdom to his son Dilipa. Dilipa was also unsuccessful in bringing Ganga to earth. His son Bhagiratha was deeply committed to redeeming his forefathers. Okay, to releasing. Redeeming means to releasing his forefathers from their sin and entrusting the rule of his kingdom to his ministers. He went to the forest to perform severe penance means meditation. Goddess Ganga was pleased with his penance and agreed to descend on earth. The goddess was concerned that in the absence of restraint on her powerful descent, she might unwittingly break open the surface of the earth and reach the netherworlds instead. She also feared that the people there would wash off their sins in her and make her impure. Bhagiratha assured Goddess Ganga that he would find a way by which Goddess Ganga's force could be held when she descended on earth. Okay, when she landed on earth. He added that even if she gathered the sins of others, she would always remain pure by the sacred deep of the saints and sages on earth. Bhagiratha then proceeded to propitiate Lord Shiva by performing penance for this purpose. Okay, children. Lord Shiva appeared before him and agreed to Bhagiratha's request to help him get the Ganga descent without hurting the earth. As Ganga descended, Lord Shiva contained her force by holding her in his matted locks. Bhagiratha then led Ganga to the spot where his ancestors lay in the form of ashes. Purified by the waters of Ganga, Sagara's sons arose and ascended to the heavens. So they were all sent to the heavens. Okay? As they were purified by the waters of goddess Ganga. Ganga was brought to earth due to Bhagiratha's penance. So she came to be known as Bhagirathi. Okay? One who was born of the efforts of Bhagiratha. Ganga also acquired other names such as Akash Ganga, one who flows in the heavens, Tripathaga, one whose path extends to the three worlds, namely the heaven, the earth, and the nether worlds. Nether worlds, children, the Patal Lok, okay? Janvi, the daughter of Seth Janu, the Mandakini, one whose flow is gentle in the heavens. So Ganga is called Mandakini also in heavens. Okay, children. So we will stop here today. The story is completed. In my next post, we will be having another interesting story. Okay, children. I hope you enjoyed listening to the story. Thank you. Namaste and very